Hello, my beloved twin flame soulmates and soul flames. How are you all doing? It was a busy week for me, so I had to skip my readings and for the last week, and I will go back to the reading right now for next week, up till the 5th of, no, up till the 6th of December. What's in the Divine Masculine's mind space? That he has a lot of projects, that he has new arrows to shoot, and he has one in particularly that he is aiming at the moment. There are more projects coming up. There is a fast forward movement with him. He wants to move forward. He wants to move on with a new project. He is really, really deep in. He is really into. He knows that it will give him security, give him wisdom, give him stability, and give him all he needs. So that's what he is working at. In his heart space, he is working on himself, and he's working very hard to earn his money to that contributes to a new project. So it can be that he is really, really working on it and wants to make it all possible. He is, I feel, he has his divine feminine in his mind, just to work that hard. Work hard for creating a better him, creating a better creating a better life for himself. But he's still in a mode of concentrating on money, concentrating on his work, concentrating on himself. How does he see the relationship, or how does he see the divine feminine? He sees the divine feminine in two ways. That she is in a third party situation. So for the females who are in a third party situation, know that he is aware of it. Know that your divine masculine think that you're in a third party relationship with him and someone else, and that you are thinking of the best possible way. So know that he is thinking about this, that he has a feeling that he's onto you. If that's the case, that you're feeling that you're masculine, then he has some other arrows on his sleeve to play things out. So know this. Know that there are a lot of things coming your way when he finds out that you are in a third party relationship. And I have the feeling he is taking action on that. You know, he's really contemplating also what to do with money, what to do with all kinds of other energies, what has to do with foundation, stability, money, bank, all that kind of things. So be aware that they know. If they know that you can better open up to him that there is someone else than that he let it find out. So your honesty will be being more appreciated than let him find out on his own. And a lot of the divine masculine already found out on his own. So the other scenario is that he sees that the Divine Feminine is taking care of herself after giving too much to other people, too much of a party, too much of working and giving energy to other people, that it's time for her to fill her own cup. Retreat and going to bed too early, sleeping out, taking care of her energy level and her emotions. So he sees that she is, is only want to give from a full cup, and that she already gave too much. So she is retreating and filling up her own cup again. And that's what he sees his Divine Feminine, that she, has a good time, that she is seeing friends, and have a little bit of a hangover because of it. He knows that she is not spilling any energies to other people anymore, that she needs time to refill her own cup. How does the Divine Feminine sees is in her mind space. In her mind space, her Emperor is in her mind space. She knows that she thinks a lot about her Emperor, and she wants him to be her Emperor. She is missing him, and she doesn't know how to explain it to him, because she doesn't want him to that he will be scared, or that she will push him away. She don't want him to push away, and if he but it's all in her mind space. She probably will invite him to have coffee with her, or have a dinner with her, but he knows that she's in his mind space. She is totally her mind is totally occupied by him, and she wants to give him the attention he really deserves. And she sees him as the Emperor where she can be happy with. So she probably will contact him, offer him a dinner, or offer a drink, and have fun with him. But she is scared to tell him, because she don't want to create expectations. She don't want to push him away. She don't want to create expectations. And in her mind space, she's thinking about him, but she don't want the expectations, because she knows that if somebody has expectations of her, they will push her away. So she thinks if she has expectations towards him, she will push him away. And that's why she don't want to talk about her feelings or go into the depth, but she wants to be with him, enjoy his company, and have a good time with him, and enjoy each other's energy. What's in her heart space? In her heart space, there's the sun. She is feeling optimistic, and she's feeling joyful. She has there is balance. There is balance with her children. There is balance balance with her work. She shines. She's optimistic, playful. There's a lot of fun. She has a high vibration, and she looks out to the future, and it's all in her heart space. The sun is shining and radiating from her, and she sees that everything is totally in ease and in order with her. How does she see the divine masculine? That he is pushing around the wheel, that he is totally turning his wheel around into a new vibration, a new way of thinking, a new direction, the direction of his feelings, of what he really wants in his life. He is exploring the past, he explores the future. He wants to create abundance in his life, and he wants to create abundance with his divine feminine. And he is also looking what his divine feminine her desires are, and he is throwing up some things he really wants if she feels the same about it. But he already knows that she feels the same about the things that he mentions. So he is really looking forward and turning his wheel around, and the divine feminine, feels that he is turning his wheel around, but she wants to know if he is turning the wheel around for her, or is he turning the wheel around for himself. And she has the old wisdom within herself, and she knows also that he is connected with old wisdom again, and that will give him stability, it will give him more security, and his sun also will shine when he reaches the center, and she sees that they can reach the center together. She also sees that the divine masculine is stopping with playing games. He is stopping with, he is sincere, he is truthful, because 2 weeks ago he was checking his loyalty, and he is loyal. Just like the feminine is loyal to him, he is loyal to her. There are a lot of projects that's he needs to address. So, what will help him? What will help and support the divine masculine to cut out of the judgment? He needs to get out of his mind space and make judgments of what he thinks, what's going on. He needs to ask for clarity, and he needs to hear from her confirmation. So it's probably that the divine masculine feels insecure at the moment about everything that's going on. And if he doesn't know, if he's not sure of himself, what's going on in the divine feminine's space, he needs to ask her, because his judgment could be hitting totally wrong, could be give him totally wrong information that's going on in his mind space. So it could be that he is at work, it could be that he is speaking his old friends, it could be that he is going around to see other people, or have extra work at work, or party, or whatever. So he needs to have clearance. Don't judge what's going on. Don't go to the same old paradigm tradition to fill in all what's going on. Just leave it open, go with the flow, acceptance, and let it be. So don't judge your feminine. Don't get in your mind space and think all the bad stuff about her. Because there's nothing going on. The divine is going to help and to support you to let you grow again. So know that if you have insecurities, that you are want to take control, or that you want to make, or maybe, oh wow, make the divine feminine feel or payback time. That's what I feel. Payback time. Oh wow. You know, that won't support you. Payback time is creating more karma. So don't judge your divine feminine. Don't go there. Don't make assumptions. The divine knows that this is necessary for you to see that you're still in the ego space, that you're still in ego, that you're still in manipulation and control. And the divine is just wanting to help you to release all of this. So if you want to know something, if you're in doubt about something, if you have an assumption, ask your divine feminine and she will give you the answer. How does he sees the relationship with his divine feminine as the world? So he is afraid of losing his divine feminine to the world. And it could be that he sees the divine feminine as stable, as strong, have everything in balance, and she shows herself and she is walking her path truly. She's grounded, she's connected, and she is not talking about spirit. She is grounded. She let you feel and let you do the things you need to do. But I think that the divine masculine will be supported by spirit and not by his ego. So and he sees the relationship with his divine feminine as the world. They could create a totally new world together, and they are strong and they are compatible, and they had loves with each other, and they had fun with each other, and he sees it's growing again with his divine feminine. And that means the world to him. That means the world to him. And he is really trying to create this energy with her. What is supporting the divine feminine? Love. Overflowing cup of love. She needs to fill up her cup. And that's what she's going to do. That will support her. The filling up her own cup with love, with energy, with time out, with doing things for herself, having fun, but also taking time and space to retreat, to meditate and be still, taking time to sleep, taking time to eat well, taking time to exercise, taking time to go and spend time in nature and fill up her cup and be in balance with that. And she would love more to go out with him and to connect with him on a deeper level, but her cup needs to be filled to go to that deeper level with him, to go and dive within the emotions. She needs to have everything filled up. Otherwise, there will be a disbalance, and this disbalance will make her emotional, vulnerable, or no, that's not what they say. They say she needs to be in balance to be vulnerable. If you're if you're out balance and you're coming in your vulnerability and you're out balance, then probably your shadow side will come up. So she takes good care of herself. Give her a lot of love, give her a lot of fun things, give her a lot of stillness, meditation, to go back within, to feel her love from source. And when she feels her love from source, she can dive deep in the emotions and share them with him. How does the Divine Feminine sees the relationship? That there was an ending and that old things need to be ending before a new relationship can start. Old relationships needs to die, and then she can start a new relationship. She knows that her relationship is so sacred that she can't share that with someone else in the relationship. So she needs to close off one relationship before she starts another relationship. And she knows it. And it's the same for what the Divine Masculine sees, you know, that she needs to start to cut off one relationship to be in another relationship. But there needs to be clarity on this. If there is no clarity and there is no truth in it, then the Divine Feminine is not honest and truthful with herself, and then the karmic or the karma will come back. So the Divine Feminine knows before you start something else, you need to end something. And if you don't take a choice to end something by yourself, and the Divine Masculine could be that the Divine Masculine is still in a third party relationship, if he doesn't end it, then she will do it. Then she will make an end to it and stop it and be there. You know, then she will make the choice. Because that's karma. That's how karma works. Because she don't want the karma to come back to her. So she wants, she asked the Divine Masculine to be truthful and honest. You know, the sword of truth that goes through the heart needs to be honest, needs to be cutting off things before a new relationship can stand. Otherwise, it won't be able to sustain. It won't have a future if you jump from one to the other and hold on to both. So something needs to die before it starts, and that's what the divine feminine sees towards the relationship with the divine masculine. If you are still in a relationship with someone else, I'm not going to interact with you in a relationship. You show me that you're out of this relationship. You tell me that you're out of your relationship and that you are truthful with it. And if you're not, I'm not engaging with you in this relationship anymore. Even if there is a reconciliation coming up, the divine feminine needs to know that he chooses her, that he goes for a future with her. Maybe it's not even the future with her, it's the now with her. You choose me now, and that's a risk. You choose me now, and let's see how it goes. Let's take it day by day, day by day, day by day. Don't force anything. If you want in a reconciliation with me, you need to be sure that you closed off the old karmic energy. That's what, otherwise it's not a sacred, otherwise it's not a sacred unity. If you want unity with your divine masculine, it's a sacred unity. A marriage is sacred. A hand binding is sacred. In a lot of other cultures, you can have multiple wives, but the energy in marriage is sacred. In a hand fasting, it's also sacred. So now, if you cross the boundaries, that karma will hit you. And for a lot of masculine, the karma is already there, you know. What is the what blocks the divine masculine? Creation. The magic that will block him. If he is planning on to do magic on his divine feminine, he knows it fails, because his divine feminine is too strong, and karma will hit back. But he is trying not to go there. He is it could be that your divine masculine is putting love spells on you. Wow, thank you, Spirit. That the divine, but it also will block him. And it could be that he is trying to manipulate the situation by love spells or by manipulation. A love spell is a manipulation. So notice, people, that if you try to force love, that is a manipulation, even if it's a love spell. You know, it's against your own free will. If you want something from your divine feminine, just ask her. And now he is in a state of not able to create, not able to manifest, not able to make the things come towards him. And he sees his divine feminine, and he wants to be with her, and he sees that she's creating and that she's good on her own. He wants the same. But don't do it by manipulation. Don't do it by, yeah, magic, because it won't help you. What is he going to do about it? Wow. He is facing his fears. He is facing the devil. He is seeing that other things are possible. He is saying goodbye to addictions. He is saying goodbye to and facing the addictions and facing the abandonment, facing the fears, facing all addictions. It could be sexual addictions, could be alcoholic, it could be drugs. He is facing down and he is looking it in the eye. He needs to face himself, because if he knows, if he don't, that it will become worse and worse and worse, and that his hole will be deeper and deeper and deeper, and that his divine feminine is not interacting with him because of this behavior. So he is really facing it. He is, that's what he's going to do about it. He's going to look it in the eye and say, okay, here I am, and I am going to deal with you. I am going to see what it's going to bring me if I keep my head high and say no for a change to all the addiction energies, to all the dark side energies. I'm going to say no with lower frequencies, with lower vibrations, with people who are not good for me. I'm going to get them out of my life. Sorry guys. And what's blocking the divine feminine? Balance. She needs to get in balance. There was no time for her to have balance in her life, and it's probably like this, that she lets everything go and all the ships go, because she needs to find more balance in her life, because all the balance was gone because of disruption from the outside world. The last time she was disrupted by the outside world and couldn't get into alignment with herself and have time for herself. Now she is feeling this because it's difficult to find her balance again, between doing and taking time and rest for herself. So that's what she's going to do. What is she going to do about it to create more balance in her life? And that's facing the turmoil, facing what's going on in her life, and surrender to it. She is going through the turmoil of the tower. You know, she went through it, and she faced it, and she said, okay, it's a tower moment. It's a moment of truth that I wasn't that I couldn't get in balance, that there was too much going on from the outside, and now I'm facing it, and let it go and let it come to me, and I will face it. and she will deal with it. She will deal with the tower moments, and she will sit down and have a good time, and you know, say, okay, this is what I can do, this is not what I can do, I need to come back in balance. And sometimes before you get back in balance, you need some turmoil in your life to see how disrupt everything is within your life, and that you need time and space, and that you need to slow down, and that's what she is going to do. But she will face the turmoil that she was bringing. You know, if there's questions from the divine masculine, you know, because of his fear of abandonment, of his fear of that there is someone else in her life, you know, she will face it if he has questions, and she will honestly tell him what's going on. But in the meantime, she needs to come back in balance, to slow down, to go within, sleep well, and take rest, because that's necessary. She needs also to get out into nature to create her inner rest. But she will face everything that comes from the outside. She knows that when there is a time of rest, that she will handle it very well, and then she will come back in balance. What combines them both? They're avoiding both communication. They're avoiding communication because there's too much going on in their own mind space. So they probably both need to come out of their head space and speak their truth to each other. The divine feminine is speaking her truth, and the divine masculine is speaking his truth. Speaking the truth of what he's going to do, where he's heading, and the divine feminine is speaking her truth and shows her open cards to see where she wants to go and where she's heading. And both they want to walk the same path, they walk the same journey, and the divine feminine wants to support the divine masculine in this, and the divine masculine wants to support the divine feminine in this. So they both wanted to support each other, but with truthful information. What will bring them together? Moving forward and taking action. They both need to take action towards each other. And it's not about payback time. It's not about judgment. It's not about what I do to you, you do to me, I do to you. That's old hurt, that's old pain, that's old paradigm. If you want to take action in love, you have to release all your ego. You have to release all your fears. You have to release all your distrust against your masculine or against your feminine. And it's working both ways, because if there is, if you're in, for the people who want to come back in reconciliation, this is the time to come back for the twins, to come back into reconciliation. Because we had the 11/11 portal, today it's the 1 portal again. So we're moving forward and we want to take action. And if you want to take action, don't go to yourself as a divine masculine to say, okay, what I did, now my divine feminine does. Is that true? You have to ask her. Is it your mind? Probably it is. And you have to ask yourself, what would love do? Love would say, you know, if I want to go to my divine feminine, I will go for my divine feminine. And I will do my best to conquer my divine feminine. And that's what the divine feminine is doing towards her divine masculine. She will go towards him and she will take action. Okay. This is this, and I will get some Romance angel cards to see what's for the divine masculine, what's for the divine feminine. And the bottom, oh, here, the bottom of the bottom of the deck is deception. Deception of, that's the fear of the divine masculine. And the fear of the divine feminine is marriage, wedding. Wedding, it involves a wedding. So, deception. That's what they are both afraid of. So make sure that you don't project your feelings onto your divine feminine. Don't project your feelings on divine masculine. If there are questions towards each other, ask each other. You know? Last week I found a dead fox on the road, and the dead fox meant for me, it's done with all the deception, it's done with the slyness, it's done with really dishonesty, and that was a sign for me that I'm done with deception and dishonesty, and I will never treat somebody else as they would treat me, because I always ask, what would love do? And one card for the divine feminine, please. True love. Wow. The divine feminine knows that she has true love for her masculine in the past, the present, and the future. And the divine masculine knows that he needs to separate from his karmic or third party. It's time apart from your partner. And see the horizon and go to the horizon for more clarity. It could also mean that they will be separated again for a longer time, for a longer period of time, and that will create fear within him. But he probably needs to know that the divine feminine is true love, means true love, and that wow, I see maybe he's working this hard to towards this separation, and it could be that he wants to not be separated by his divine feminine, you know, and he don't want the separation anymore. So yeah, he knows that they probably will be separated for a longer period of time, and he needs probably some clarity on that. And the clarity on that will be his to ask. And I had to interrupt the video because my phone stopped while taping, and I thought, you know, I'm going on next day. So now I'm asking for some other cards to come in and to see which direction that will go. So he needs to ask her for clarity, and clarity on the separation. I felt there was some double messages in the separation part, that he was working towards separation because he doesn't want to be separated anymore. So that's a double thing I felt, and I want to clarify her on that. And let's see what's going on with that. Oh, there's a whole message here. Oh, slyness. House. Oh, the snake is back, guys. The snake is back. Oh, you know, she can't stop interfering, and he will give a message on that. It's okay. Well, I told you about the fox. You know, the fox is back here, and it means sneakiness and everything around it. And the sneakiness means I have a feeling that I will get another card on that. I have a feeling that the sneakiness is not coming from his side, it's coming from the snake. It's coming from the karmic partner. And she wants to move in again, coming into his life again, trying to get into his house, into his family, to manipulate again. And I have a feeling, because the divine masculine was facing the devil and facing the fear and the addictions, that he probably will cut it out. He probably will cut it out, because I see he's choosing for his divine feminine and his house, and he don't want the drama anymore that's going on with the karmic. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He needs to he needs to meditate on his truth and being truthful. Because of his meditation and because he's going inwards, he's coming to his authentic self, and he knows that he don't want to live a double standard anymore. He wants to live to his truthfulness, and yes, he is. I have a feeling that the karmic is not there anymore, because I see, you see, appreciation. He appreciates his divine feminine and his family too much to let the snake come in again. So he appreciates the divine feminine and his family, home and house too much to let the snake come in again, because he knows that she is manipulative. And it was the same around last year, this time that she came in, because she knows that the divine feminine is supporting her divine masculine, and she sees him growing. So she wants to come in, give a message again, and connect again with him. And then there is the end again. And the divine masculine is really putting an end to the interference. because also it's the 11. Cutting the interference. He's done. He's done with the screaming, manipulation, heartache, and he knows that his divine feminine is waiting for him. She is waiting with the rose. She is waiting, well, you know, with her love towards him. I have more. Let's see what's on the divine feminine side. She opened the door to value to him. That's funny, because the door to value, the door to money, the door to abundance, the door to happiness, the door to clearance, the truthfulness, and he is done with the deceit of the divine, of the karmic. He is done with the deceit and of that piece. So angels are coming in. 7th chakra of Archangel Uriel is coming in to clear the energy of the karmic partner, because, you know, the karmic partner doesn't know better than that she's probably alone, that she missed the divine masculine, and she does everything to get him back in her corner. And she doesn't know that the divine feminine take her leader role and take their leadership and say, okay, done. You know, you had him all the time. You had him in your corner all the time, and you also messed up, you know? So if you mess up, you have to clear up your own shit. That's what Spirit tells me now. Okay, balance. There is coming balance in the communication between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Sorry, I don't seem very. It's not that I have bad feelings about the karmic partner, because, you know, they're also a child of God, and they also do what they can, but I feel it's just karma come around. And like the divine masculine had his karma a few weeks ago, and went through the dark night of the soul, now his divine feminine now his karmic partner is going through that. But the divine feminine says, you know, if you're still in this relationship, boop, I'm out. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel is working on clearing out all ends, healing all ends, healing the divine masculine, healing the divine feminine, and healing the karmic partner. She get double energy because she probably needs it, because she wants to create a storm. She wants to create a storm, and she wants to create the storm in the family home, in the relationship between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So, and because of her broken heart, you know, but she broke the divine masculine's heart first. So, you know, this is and the divine masculine is healing from his broken heart, and he is finding his way back to his divine feminine, who healed her heart already. So she is healing him with her energy on a distance. She's not healing him by interfering with him. But She is letting it go. Here, the third party community. She is finding with her community and her friends, she is finding solitude, happiness, inspiration, lightheartedness, and it's really, she is carefree. The divine feminine is carefree. She lives her life. She comes and she goes, and she heals the divine masculine because she loves him, and she has no expectation. She's just open for and take it day by day, step by step, and see how it will turn out. Let's see if there's a time frame for the divine feminine. Oh wow, Christmas is coming. I hear Christmas is coming, and she is by herself. The karmic partner is by herself with Christmas, and she wants to ask the divine masculine to be with her during this time, so she can seduce him all over again, and blah de blah de blah blah. We know the whole story. But he finds his balance. He is finding his balance from the heartbreak. And the divine feminine is holding his heart. And he is getting healed on his base chakra, so he can look the devil in the eye and say no more, no more. But she's trying to create upheaval again, and let's see what's going on in that upheaval. I have two cards here. Because she's just totally thinking, occupied by her thinking. And the divine masculine is taking action. Is taking action on his happiness. He will follow, he is looking if his divine feminine will follow him if he takes action. And I think she will. I have a feeling she will take action or follow her divine masculine. Yes, because they are blossoming. They are blossoming together in abundance. And he knows that also, because here the door to value, he finally saw her value of the divine feminine. And he knows that she is holding his heart, and she can give him abundance, the light, the joy, and all the things that he wanted. They are a power couple together, and he knows this, but he still needs to heal from the karmic relationship. You know, see, abundance and love, and you know, it's wow. But he's still healing from the karmic relationship. He put an end to it, and she needs to heal now and go her own way. She's coming in with excuses, and there are no excuses for what she accused the divine masculine of. How she treated him. Then she had to think before she acts, and she's acting out of fear, and she's acting out of her head and ego, and he is growing out of this. You know, he grew out of this energy. I'm putting the cards in the wrong box. Oh my goodness. So, Well, this was the reading for this week. I hope you all will be happy, carefree, and living in abundance. Create your abundance, having a good time. Leave the karmic with the karmic, leave the energy there and don't interact with it, and just get out of the way. But you know that she did everything to wiggle, you know. She had him in the first place. So that he is returning to his divine feminine is just because of her, not because of the divine feminine. So maybe that will come through to her thick skull. Let her be. I wish her all the best. I wish her light, happiness, love, and abundance to create it for herself. I'm just concentrating on my journey. Doesn't mean I'm concentrating on my divine masculine. I'm concentrating on my journey, on my friends, on the people who care about me, and that's more than enough. So I wish you all the best. If you want a private reading for me, after the 9th of December, I'm open for private readings. The 9th is already fully booked. So if you want a private reading from me, please, you know, you can already reservate your spot and make a reservation. Contact me on in the mailbox below, and I will come back to you, and I will give you all the answers. I wish you all the love, all the blessings, and all the clarity you need this week. And, you know, we all get the rotten apples out. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.